Dumbbell bench press. So you'll need a bench and some dumbbells. Same rules as always when it comes to any kind of vertical press from a horizontal position in terms of working on a bench with dumbbells. Use your knees to support the load as you come up. So brace your core, knees into position to stabilize as you get the weights to where they need to be. Next, scapula pulls down toward the hips. The low spine will arch a little bit off the bench. That's perfectly acceptable so long as your ass stays on. You want to have enough width through the legs that you can get some leg drive under heavier loads, but not lift your ass up off the bench. So shoulder blades set back and down, lats tight the whole time. We will now torque the dumbbell slightly. Maybe 12 to 15 degrees is all you're going to need. From there, you'll be inhaling as you come down. If your focus is mass, drive the chest up to meet the dumbbell. Stretch out the pecs as much as you can. Get that hypertrophic stretch response. On the exhale, driving back up. Inhale coming down. Slow controlled movement, chest up. Exhale, drive back up with more power. Keep your scapula set back and down. When you're coming down, don't let the shoulder roll up at all, right? Keep that lat engagement nice and tight. There will be some scapular movement, but we don't want to allow a full protraction by any means. So keep that tension real tight. Once again, inhaling down with control, stretch out the chest, exhale, driving back up. When you're finished, narrow the weight, bring the knees up to the dumbbell, and counterbalance. That's the safest way to get into and out of these positions with dumbbells. As a point of note, in terms of your humeral position, there are a few choices you can make here. Unless otherwise specifically delineated, you're going to have an angle which is not quite in right tight to the body, certainly not out of the line of shoulder, kind of about halfway in that range. So it should be something similar to the position that you would be in on a normal push-up. So again, see that angle, right? I'm not in too tight. I want to have some of that humeral adduction as I come back in to produce more of that pectoralis response. But I'm also not going to be out here, which tends to compromise the shoulder and limit range of motion. This is a much more advanced position, which should be utilized only for individuals who have the chops so to do safely. Finally, in terms of the dumbbell angle, a nice example here is if I'm doing my press and I've got the arm out, when I come back in tight, I want to have the dumbbell at the same angle as my humerus. So I'm not going to be in hammer, I'm not going to be all the way into that supine position, prone position. I want to keep this in line essentially with the humerus, okay? So when you pull the dumbbell back, the dumbbell should be in line with this bone right here at the bottom of the movement. And then you're going to keep that position the whole way. There are some variants that you can utilize for various different kinds of dumbbell presses, but again, unless otherwise specifically delineated, that will be your position. And that is your dumbbell bench press.